there. This evening, I shall be painting a little bit more of this dwarf, hopefully getting him finished, because I was telling Mrs. MLG just before the stream, I love this model, I think it's really cool. Not particularly enjoying painting him, unfortunately. He's a lovely little guy, but I don't know, just... I want to do a really good job on him, and it's not easy. I just want it to be finished and look good. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, try not to say so. Keep getting nudged for saying no. So all the time. Say it too much. That doesn't count, by the way. Those so's don't count. What's everyone been up to today? Have you all had a good day? I know what Tony's been up to. I've seen Tony. Was very nice to see you as well. I can hear an echo of myself from the adjoining room from Mrs. MLG's telephone. This is a little bit of an experiment. I've got so storm blue, which is the colour I'm using, is the same colour that I used to paint the cloak originally, but when I painted it originally, it came out very glossy. So I've added a little bit of matte medium to it. Put a wash over the whole thing, and added a little bit of matte medium to this to hopefully flatten it down. I am going to end up matting the whole mini once it's done, I think, because there's a couple of areas that are a little bit overly shiny. Just want his cloak to actually look blue and not black. Hi, Wicked Day. Hi, Red. Yeah, I think he enjoyed meeting everybody too. Tony was very cool. He doesn't get to see many new people. Excuse me. Oh, not up close anyway. He sees people through the window, but he doesn't get to make many new friends, I suppose. Yeah. Awesome. Methsis is sculpting. Waiting for Gizmo to come to gaming night. Yeah, maybe in summer Mrs. MLG might walk him down to pick Little Miss up from Pokemon. It'd definitely be too much of a handful to have for the whole night, I think. He gets a little bit overexcited with lots of new people. Just want this dwarf to be done. I like it. It's such a nice characterful mini, but I don't know what it is about it. I'm just not enjoying painting him at all. This music's a bit jazzy, isn't it? Jazzy. See how that looks. It's all like bing bonging there. I don't know what's going on there. Now the Pokemon community game. Pando's missed the Pokemon community game. Lost without Mrs. MLG on a Monday. I think that looks alright, actually. I think that looks alright. Put some soft little bits in around the front. Yeah, Tony brought us the Discord dungeon to the shop today, so we're going to find somewhere to display it. I need to see if it'll fit in one of the cabinets. I think it might just be ever so slightly wide, but I have got somewhere else in mind to be able to display it. I'm sure that many of our customers are going to enjoy looking at it. It's awesome! Hold what up so we can see it? Oh, right, the mini. I see. Well, I will do in a minute. Let me get the cloak sorted, and then we'll have a look. See what you all think. It might need another coat on this blue to make it a little bit lighter. Can you see that? It's a bit too bright. Yeah, I'm not very good at driving this console thing to do focus. We'll have a go in a sec. We'll have a go in a minute. I'm just gonna go around and do the very edges again. We always take the autofocus off the settings because otherwise it just does whatever it wants, and 1 second it'll be focusing on the map and the next minute it'll focus on the mini, and it's just a bit weird. But I might have to have it to try and get some clearer picture on what I'm painting here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to try putting the autofocus thing and see. Everyone say hi, Mrs. MLG. Yeah. Deserting me again. There's a bit of fluff in there. It's too shiny, isn't it?
Well, you said you want to. It's because you've got a wash. I've stopped using wash.
Yeah. Looks like that.
It is a really cool mini. I think people know him. I really like.
Yeah, I need to make him not quite as shiny.
Yeah, that's just. I've got some nuts on that.
Yes. Oh, that's the next step, I think.
So you want me to put autofocus?
Well, I just wondered what it would be like.
There you go, that's autofocus. It's a little backwards and forwards with this.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl, and if it's annoying, we'll take it off.
You have this. Have that there,
All right. Okay.
this is your focus, so it's on autofocus, and you take it off your center slide.
Right. Good.
Okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Goodbye, everybody.
Leaving me again. She's gone, run away and left me. Big meanie. So if the camera's doing annoying things where it keeps zooming in and out or whatever it is, whatever it does, focus, non-focus, you'll have to say and I'll turn it off. Yeah, poor me. It always happens to me. I'm so unfair. Everyone needs a bit of tongue sticking out action for while you're concentrating, don't they? I think. Tony's heading up to the hobby room to get some work done on his troglodon. Yeah, the White King is a beautiful. Is it the one on the horse, Tony? The mounted White King that Mrs. MLG's painted before. It is a beautiful mini. Beautiful mini. Yes, this guy is, as Mrs. MLG says, he is for the RCL and also Q1 brush off. So he's part of the party thing because he's obviously out having a great time. Look, he's having a lovely drink out with his mates, and he's feeling a bit sleepy, just like me when I go out for beers. Yeah, the mounted one, which is this guy. Here's one that I prepared earlier that Mrs. MLG has painted previously. It's rather lovely. I think she's done an amazing job. That's the guy. It'll glue back on. Oh, printing some whites. 3D printing in some undeads, reds now. I've seen some. There are some rather really nice 3D printed minis out there. I haven't broke. It just there was a bit fell off. It just his shield arm and the main thing. It's because you stuck it together after you painted it. I think the glue hasn't got as good a purchase as it might have otherwise. We'll sort him out in a minute. Let's give our little epaulette bits or armour. He's got some little armoury bits on his shoulders, this chap. Nice turquoise just to break up a bit of colour. Break a bit of the darkness, I mean. The rest of the mini is so dark. Right, so we'll do his beard. I think next. Beard next. So we want a light colour for his beard. What did I use? What did we go for? Maybe we go for shield brown. Still buying minis. Just don't tell Lady Red. Yeah, printing and purchasing. There's so many nice minis all across the board. It's that's the problem. What I find with a lot of 3D printed stuff is there'll be individual minis that I really like, but I might not like everything from a range. So, and then it's having a cohesive aesthetic across an entire army or whatever. I think when you've got some 3D printed elements and some not, you can tell the different sculptors and what have you. And I like stuff to look the same. I think what this guy needs is a few grey strands. So we'll put that in a second. Can't be a young dwarf. I think he needs a couple of grey strands of beard in there as well. So. We'll do that now. Well, you did such a good job on this guy, Mrs. MLG, the white guy, that it'd be silly not to. And you said that you like painting skeletons. Free hydrate for you there. Free hydrate. Right, let's get some grey. There we go. Dwarves just born with beards. Well, if you listen to Gimli from Lord of the Rings, he says that female dwarves also have beards. Oh, sorry. Aragorn says female dwarves have beards. But he says that dwarf women are... That's nothing to do with kids being born with beards. Forget about it. I'm just waffling. Well, I do like some of the minis to use for Mordheim, Tony. Tony says an undead Mordheim team would be fun, but I don't like the rules for them. So there's a couple of different ones, and they're quite... you have to either have a vampire for your lord or a necromancer. And I just don't really like the rules. But I do think the minis look cool. So I did think about using skeleton minis, but just using them as the normal guys and just having a count size thing. So I'm going to try one of Wicked D's fancy sweets here. What colour should we go for, Methesis? So you can have red and yellow, just red, green, or purpley colour. There isn't a pink one. Red. Purple. Oh, green. Methuselah says green. Right, we'll go for green. It's that green. Once you get past the outside, they're alright. Sorry. Oh, these don't taste anything like the acid drop things that I used to have when I was kids. Oh, hey kid. They were nice. These bits on the outside are just like. It's just such a. It's not even a nice taste. It's like a chemical taste. Managed to get some rhubarb and custard bonbons at the weekend. They're very tasty. They're nearly all gone already because they're so yummy. I might have overdone it with the grey, but. There we go. Apologies for manky chewing noises. Right then, so let's do. Yeah, quite like that. Yeah, I like it. I like his cloak. I like how that's turned out. That's good. I like his beard. Handsome little devil that he is. So let's sort his mug out. Where's the sweet shop in Brid? Is there still a sweet shop in Brid? I thought they'd all closed. In Old Town? Right. Didn't know there still was one. Is it one of the news agents? Or is it a proper sweet shop? Sweet Treats. Never heard of it. Where is it? There we go. So, can you focus on it, computer? No. Stop moving it around. There we go. So that's what he looks like so far with his cloak. I think it looks a bit messy from close up actually. Anyway, that's what it looks like so far. Let's see if we can sort out his goblet. Not goblet. Tankard. Just have a little bit of. Made me all quiet with the sweet in my mouth. No, that's it, we're on to the inside now. I've missed a bit. Missed a bit. There should be another gold trim next to his beard now. That might look a bit weird if I don't pre-shade that as well. Just do the edge of his pickaxe as well. Around the base. Yeah, we probably should. I think maybe we might have. Oh no, I don't think we have. I don't think we have deactivated any of the things. So you could, people could still participate in the treasure hunt until we take it off. Right. I'm annoyed with myself now. How did I miss that? Such a big part of the mini, really. I have to shade that in. What a donkey. What a donkey. Right, and then we need some leather brown for his pouches and belt and stuff. Mostly Vallejo this evening. Excuse me, I am sorry. That was a bit rank. Ow! Now I've just got brown on the blue. That's what you get for not concentrating. Idiot. I know it only came out the other day, but has anybody been to see the new Ghostbusters movie yet? And if you have, is it any good? They made another one, yeah. Frozen Empire, it's called. And Mrs. MLG is right. There is a live stream on Wednesday from the shop where you can ask us questions and get a virtual tour of the shop, which should be pretty awesome, from 7 o'clock. Yeah, you'd be able to ask us to show you items from around the shop if there's something you want to see in like real life, because it's always good to see stuff and actually see how big it is in scale and all that sort of jazz. Are we doing any behind the scenes, Mrs. MLG, or are we just doing public areas? Because I might have to do a bit of tidying up if we're doing behind the scenes. Kuroniko's been to see it. Is Kuroniko here? I'm not sure the Kuroniko's here. Yeah, I'm excited about Ghostbusters. I think it'd be cool. I do like Ghostbusters. Right. A wild Fomantis is in chat. You can catch one of those little green weird bug things. Looks a strange little chappy, isn't it? Do I need to do anything with these gloves? They're already shaded, so I think we'll leave those. Really, I think the only thing that remains is to sort out the froth on his beer. Oh, we'll just put a little bit of... Oh, we'll do the froth first, because that's definitely dry. There's our nuclear white. Let's get some of that. We should have tried it today. Should have tried it today. But we were on a bit of a schedule at the end of the day, weren't we? I was dragging my heels a bit today. We didn't get everything finished. We'll do a couple of tiny little. Oh, look, my hair looks really weird. Look, because of the really bright light, it just looks almost transparent. That's just bizarre. Haven't had it cut or anything. We're just it's lighter blue. Some little, just tiny smidgens of white on the edges of his moustache, because with a big tash like that, you're not going to be able to not get it in your beer, are you? Maybe a little bit on that bottom bit as well. Yeah, we didn't get all the delivery unpacked. We got a surprise delivery of a pallet of model kits today. We weren't expecting that. So Mrs. MLG was sorting that out while I was finishing up the last bit of today's mail. I need to do a very fine line at the bottom of this thing here. Nobody redeemed paint left-handed. Just a little bit of definition there, and then a little bit of a wash on that side. Tiny bit of Agrax Earthshade should do it on the back side of that gold. I'm careful about this. Careful being my middle name. There we go. Then there we go. And splash it all over. Right, that'll do. Just on the bit where it needs to be. Right then, let's paint his base and get him looking kinda like he needs to be. Yeah, I think I might have made you take paint left-handed off because Wicked D kept redeeming it when I was trying to paint eyes. This autofocus thing is a bit weird, isn't it? Is it doing everybody else's editing? Excuse me. Hiccups now from the sweet. Yeah, you. You kept saving them till I was trying to do precision jobs, didn't you? It's fine though, because it was teaching me to be ambidextrous. But yeah, I might have made Mrs. MLG take it off. Yeah. I'll take a lot of looking after. I don't know what happened to the chicken dance. Did we take the chicken dance off? Or was that something that changed and then we ended up with the hand dance thing? Wow, you can really dance. Which, if anybody's ever seen... Slap chop!
Another turtle made it to the water.
If anybody's ever seen me dancing, you know, really dancing, then you'll know that I am a great mover. I can really bust some shapes. All right, yes. Well, we should have had a longer cooldown set on it, I think.
Wow, you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. I am a good dancer. I'm a good dancer. It's, I think that goes without saying. My new chair that Mrs. MLG has got me, which is awesome, is just a little bit squeaky if I have it pulled in too far to the table. And then, because I can't sit still, you might hear it going like... And that's not me making windy pops noises. It is the arms of the chair rubbing on the table. It's the oh, excuse me. It's the plasticky leatherette area of the arms rubbing on the edge of the table, unfortunately. Yeah, I was really careful putting it together to make sure that I got everything super tight and there wouldn't be any squeaking or whatever. But it's the fabric rubbing on the edge of the worktop. Right. Oh, look, he's almost done. He's almost done. Right. Let's just do the edge of that gold. Not doing the whole thing, just going to do that edge. Doesn't have to be a masterpiece. More like you're a bit windy. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece, just has to be done. But I'm quite happy with him actually. For all I was saying that I won't enjoy him painting him, he's actually alright, I think. He'll look better once he's not quite so shiny, I think. So this is my Null Oil and Agrax mix. So this is a mixture of Lamy and Medium Null Oil and Agrax Earthshade, and this is what I use for my bases. So we've applied Reaper Stone Grey all over the cobble effect on his base, and then we're going to give it an all over wash with this into the recesses, and then once that is dry we'll dry brush it up to weathered stone and stick a tuft on, I think, although it looks like he's maybe supposed to be inside a bar, doesn't he, so maybe a tuft might look a little bit out of place. But then how many bars have cobbled street pattern? I think maybe a tiny tuft, a little 2mm dark moss tiny tuft or something might not look out of place. And then we just paint the rim with black. And a good black edge. And then we should be good to go. I think get the varnish on. And I do like the kind of the white on his beard that I've put on there. You can see that. It looks like he's got some froth going on. There we go. Now I've been to that's the one with the horse, isn't it? It used to be called Nellie's or something, but it's called the White Horse, isn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? On the little street near the church. It's not the Minster. It's not like near the big crossroads where the traffic lights is. Maybe? Right then. So while we put him aside for a minute or two to dry, let's first, before I start anything else, we've got for 15 minutes, let's repair White Horse. Yes, I thought so. Yeah. Was it called Dirty Nellie's? Or is that somewhere else? I remember somewhere being Dirty Nellie's. Oh, thank you very much. We'll see if we can repair this guy. Oh, a stretch. There we go. Dirty Nellie's is in Hull. Now, I think they've renamed it. The one in Hull that used to be Dirty Nellie's, but I could be wrong. We when we went before Christmas, we went and I was walking around saying to the lads, "I'm sure I've been in here before. And eventually we discovered that it was somewhere that Mrs. MLG and I went on one of our first dates. down the Land of Green Ginger. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. So it's been renamed. It's just a. It's called like the Red Oak or something now. And the bit that we watched the band in upstairs is now kitchens for. Like food and stuff. Let's see if we can get this back in place. I don't know where that's supposed to go. Something like that. Nope. That's not where you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to be falling off. Ow! Whoa! I've just sheared off. Right, let's put him to one side so he can glue back together. I'm just banging the super glue on the table. Stabbed the side of my finger on the horn that was coming out of this beastman's helmet. And I've lost the bit. I mean, it might even still be stuck in there, to be fair. I think I've just impaled myself with a bit of mini. I can't. No, it's not still in there. It's gone somewhere else. Well, it's never getting stuck back on because it's such a small piece. But I've got some Beastmen here on the table to have a go at putting some paint on. I've undercoated them the other day in Colourforge Hyrax Brown. So it was my intention to begin this evening with... I haven't wrecked your mini. I've glued your mini back together. I've smashed my finger into another mini that I was hoping that you were going to paint for me. It was my intention to dry brush some of these with a lighter brown, so it kind of takes care of the fur in one fell swoop. But with 10 minutes to go, I don't know if it might be. Excuse me, disgusting boy. What was the? Yeah, 10 minutes to go. It might be a bit quick to start, or short term. But I guess we could give it a go, couldn't we? We could give it a whirl. Right. So Hyrax Brown is supposed to be a direct match for, I think, Mournfang Brown from GW, which is quite a dark colour. So let's find something that might be a little bit lighter. Don't really want them to be Choco Brown, that's no good, is it? Don't want to go with basic dirt. Oh, what about Woodstain Brown? Woodstain Brown. Yeah, Mrs. MLG's got weird lag, even though we're in the same house. It's strange. It just delays on the thing. Yeah, I'm not bleeding though. I'm not bleeding though. It's fine. Got tough skin. Right. So Woodstain Brown. We'll try some of this. This is a Reaper colour. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect actually. I think that's perfect. Right, so let's select a suitable dry brush from those available. I don't know what I've done with my dry brushy palette. Bear with me a moment. Nope, no idea what I've done with that. When I say dry brush palette, it makes it sound fancy. What it actually is a bit of failed 3D printing that is chocolate. Who's mentioned chocolate? A bit of failed 3D printing that's got a good texture on it, so it's good for getting the excess paint off when doing a little bit of dry brushing. So we'll start with these Chaos Hounds. Oh no, that's far too much. We've not got enough off there. Far too much. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All the skin flaked off. I don't know. I might have mentioned that on stream before. Once, long time ago, when I used to be an engineer working for a well-known domestic energy supplier, and business energy supplier. But anyway, I had a little bit of an accident and scalded the skin on my hands, and unfortunately, most of it came off. So I think they don't look too bad, really, considering the hard time they've had over the years. Chocolate brown. I see. Yes, it is a long delay. I'd missed the point. Right, so these are Chaos Warhounds, which can feature as part of a Mordheim warband for Beastmen, or also as part of a Beasts of Chaos army. Yes, it was rubbish. I highly recommend not ever doing it to yourselves. Don't try and melt the skin off your hands with boiling hot water. That is not advisable. It was a bit rubbish. Had to have my hands bandaged for about a fortnight. But I was only off work for a couple of days. But yeah, I was fully bandaged up and what have you. Had to have like ice packs on my hands for a couple of days. It was rubbish. It was when I'd not long been fully qualified, and I took the wrong bit out. I took the wrong bit out, and I had not correctly isolated the water supply, and all the pressure in the central heating system all shot out at me. And to be fair, the only reason I scalded myself was because I was trying to prevent the water from getting all over the customer's computer that was behind me. So I was trying to protect his stuff foolishly. I should just let it.
Wow, you can
Should have let
really
it just go.
dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went.
Should have just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't know what you mean, Red. That's my best dancing. So this chap's not going to need much dry brushing because there's not much actual beast flesh showing. He's heavily armoured. He is a bestigor. So going to use these for Old World, but also we're attending a Mordheim tournament in April back in Hull. And again, like the one that we went to last September. So I've decided that I'm going to use some Beastmen this time. So I wanted something a little bit different. Oh yes, yeah, about 5-6 pints. That's yeah, that's when I'm steady enough to get dancing. I think it's not happening just after 1 or 2. You've got to have had a few. No rhyming intended. How are we doing for time? Did I? I can't remember that. Well, yeah, you'll have to paint the skeletons for me, Mrs. MLG. I think I did mean to get something out the stockroom for you before we came home today, but we're busy at the end of the thing. I think I'll just bring the skeletons home for you tomorrow, and you can work on those. You'll have more fun on those anyway. I don't know if I can't remember if I was dancing or whether I was just shuffling around because my knees were hurting and was just trying to flex it out. But it might have looked like I was dancing. I don't know. I can't remember. I've slept since then. So this chappy here, this model here in particular. So I've made some customizations. So this guy actually doesn't look too bad. So he is a Tzeentch Arcanite, which are like humans with weird helmets. But I decided to mix up some Beastmen heads and some Zangor heads onto these guys because I want part of my warband to have a Tzeentch theme for the army, so that I can have some allied Chaos Warriors and have those with the Mark of Tzeentch, and then I can use some quite nice blues and purples for their armour. That's what I was thinking. So the fact that this guy's got human feet but a beastie head, because I figure not all beastmen have to have goat feet and stuff. So I've mixed in some Zangor parts and some Beastmen parts, so we can have larger units of Beastmen, but with a bit more variety. See you later, Ed. Bye. We won't be carrying on too much longer. I'm just going to use this bit of brown paint up, and then we'll call it a night. What colour did I use? Woodstain brown. We might go for a slightly lighter dry brush over the top of this, and then that could be the fur and skin areas mostly done, I think. What I might do is leave the skin at this and then lighten the fur another shade with a smaller, more precise dry brush. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be in large rank and file units. There's no point making them a masterpiece. I think when you're taking, because they've got very, very little armour, Beastmen, going to be taking them off in handfuls, I think. So, yeah, no point putting too much effort into each individual model. We'll put more effort into the characters and stuff that should be a little bit harder. The Minotaurs, got a Minotaur here. Need a Minotaur for more time. Get him. He's a beast. Absolute beast. This is a Gore, the regular kind of mainstay of a Beastman army, and the Minotaur is like huge. Right. I think this is going to be the last one because there's not enough paint left in there. And then watch a little bit of telly with little Miss before she goes to bed. Or spectate while she's playing on her computer game. There we go. Okay. Maybe just eke one more out with that little dreg there. Oh, his arm fell off. His arm fell off. Too rough. Don't know my own strength. We'll sort that out in a sec. There's only one left. There's only one gore left, and then it's just the ungores and things. Let's, we could squeeze him out, can't we? The Hyrax brown that I've used here, the Colourforge spray, is a little bit of a satin finish, not like the matte black, which is truly matte. This is a little bit more of a satin finish. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. One thing that I really like about that matte black is that it is so matte. Fantastic. Maybe don't know, maybe I didn't shake it up for long enough, because all the other Colourforge sprays that I've used are proper matte. Right, let's just glue his axe back on before I finish, because otherwise I'll forget. So I've got like half a dozen ungors, which are the small beastmen, and the Minotaur and the Beast Lord to do. But we might get onto those tomorrow. We shall see. First job is, or maybe I might even get to it this evening. The first job is finishing the base for that dwarf. He's got to take precedence. Get my RCL brush off mini finished. Excellent. Right, that's that done. Let's have a quick look at the dwarf. His base is almost dry. That's I don't know what we should call him. Rex the drunken dwarf. He's almost done. Almost done. Getting varnished, and then we've dry brushed a whole bunch of beastmen's. Oh, and I've got my shaman. So this is a shaman that I've customised for my beastman army. He's a Zinch shaman. He should have a human head, but I've given him a beastman head and made him a nice base out of loads of skulls. So he's to sort out as well. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming and joining us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow for 2 Paint Tuesday at 6:30. So hopefully you will come and join us then. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn this off. I think it's that one there over the top of my glasses. Thank you again, everyone. Hopefully see you all tomorrow. Take it easy and enjoy the rest of your evening.